The depth of India's education crisis is evident in the emotions and hope this one teacher inspires in millions of India's poor students. So, today in this video, let's analyze this crisis. Here's a question for our dear viewers. What's common between Hyderabad, Delhi, and Kota? Wait a second. Hyderabad and Delhi are tier 1 cities and are economic powerhouses of the country. But what does humble city of Kota have in common with these economic giants? The answer is all three are mega coaching centers of the country, with Kota taking the lead with major concentration of JEE and NEET coaching, while Delhi focuses on civil services primarily on UPSC with a smaller focus on other exams such as SSC, CGL, etc. too. And Hyderabad is a leading center for concentration of GATE coaching centers. Now, our viewers may ask what's wrong with coaching centers? After all, they help students to achieve their dream institutes and jobs. For this video's sake, I would like to focus on JEE and NEET coaching taken after 10th, though most said things would be true even for GATE and UPSC and other entrance exams coachings too. Let's analyze just a basic overview of how a coaching institute works. Generally, a student finishes matriculation and by parents or by society or by both, he or she is forced to take science stream. And again, within the science stream, after HSC exam, he or she has to choose between engineering or medical. Aiming for pure sciences is a big no. Apparently, aiming to be in the League of Einstein doesn't pay that much. So, in case of engineering, the best institutes in the country are IITs, NITs, BITS, etc. Rest all are pretty much meh. All these institutes have royal guardians preventing the entry of undesirables in form of entrance exams. For medical part, you have to clear the NEET exams, unified single system for the entire country. Now, to better prepare students for the entrance exams, coaching institutes and colleges have devised a brilliant plan known as integrated coaching. That is, a student doesn't need to waste a single day attending lectures of 11th and 12th grade and instead spend all the day in coaching institute to hone his skills and prepare for the entrance exams. He or she attends his college only for a few weeks to haphazardly submit his or her practicals and exams. In this madness to clear entrance exams, what are we really missing? Now, to clear these tough exams, students may need to study 8 to 12 hours straight. But if they go to college, how will they manage to study for entrance exams? Wait a second. If you are unfamiliar with Indian education system, you might ask, isn't college supposed to teach you and based on that you are supposed to give exams and get selected? Well, kind of yes. You see, these entrance exams are conducted at national level and are set at a very high bar for clearance. However, it's up to individual states to decide the education standards. There are also other entrance exams, like for state of Maharashtra has MHT CET. MHT stands for Maharashtra and CET stands for Common Entrance Test, which is based on local syllabus. So yes, colleges do teach, but let's just say they don't bother to teach at the level required for these national exams. That's where coaching centers come in. They fill that gap. But over the time, these coaching centers became so big that they started forming contracts with the college. Now, students from coaching institutes don't even need to attend the college. They get full attendance while studying full time in coaching, where better quality teachers focus only on entrance exams with a tedious and exhausting schedule. Now, this kicks in a feedback loop. To increase their revenue, big coaching centers also started buying toppers, basically paying students who secure top ranks in entrance exams. Top students coming from a particular coaching institute, which influences parents to enroll their students in the same coaching. As a result, coaching center grows even bigger, attracting and hiring the best teachers. This in turn leaves colleges with fewer qualified teachers, further lowering the overall quality of education, which then reinforces the cycle, influencing even more parents to prefer coaching over college. This self sustaining monster destroys the quality of school education and makes education a privilege of the wealthy or few lucky child prodigies who get scholarships from the coaching institutes, or forces parents of children coming from economically weaker backgrounds to pay through the nose. Aspiring for things and using your resources to achieve those desires isn't bad thing to do. But these desires of students and parents coupled with corporate greed has some pretty horrendous effects on students as well as education system. First, let's cover the effects on students and parents. Coaching classes are corporates at the end of day. Hence, it creates a divide between rich and poor, which when coupled with the current rising rich power divide along with country's caste equations have all the ingredients necessary for a political unrest in this country. Well, that escalated pretty quickly. How about we keep the video a bit more simpler? How about 2 lost years of friendship, 2 lost years to rat race and competition, and leaving a tiny minority of students who successfully managed to get past those barriers of entrance exams? The whole struggle is an unwanted blow in late teenage years. It leaves a bitter aftertaste. The psychological stress which parents themselves cause to themselves and their child in this rat race has even far more consequences emotionally and psychologically than the monetary loss faced. Speaking of money, isn't it practically nonsense that you pay an entire year of college fees that you won't even attend, which might cost you around 30 to 40,000 rupees? On top of that, you shell out another 3 to 5 lakhs for coaching torture. Like why? In India, it is considered that more you pay, the better education you get. Technically, that's not wrong worldwide too. More money means better resources, more experiments, more experiences, and ultimately more discoveries. But here, more money also means extra legro, fresh air, ultra deluxe AC, and if you are lucky, a stand up comedians once in a while. Because, of course, why not? They are hot and high in demand.
है कि नहीं है क्यों आइटम आइटम बोली नहीं तो
Who needs Tesla when you can have Tanmay? Also, personally, huge respect to the Sandeep Maheshwari light teachers in coaching classes, as they might save someone from suicide. Sad saga doesn't even end here for the student story. From my own personal experiences and observations, it's an irony that students who clear JEE mains and advanced but still unable to take readings by vernier caliper or unable to place a galvanometer in a circuit to take readings, not saying or implying that the theory is wrong or coaching institutes don't teach correct basics. But this classroom learning of integrated students with no exposure to physical instruments is harming them in a very negative way. The crux of the matter is that you need real world experiences to even fully understand the theory and to even understand the difference between theory and practicals in science and to truly appreciate the beauty of theory which you learned. If one looks back at older examination papers for JEE and IIT entrance exams, those were relatively a lot simpler. Coaching, which initially started as a small help or edge to students, slowly started influencing the way these exams were conducted. No examining body would want a student to earn a perfect score in their exam, which means there's nothing left to improve, which can't be true in case of high schoolers' ability to understand and apply Newtonian mechanics or basic organic chemistry. So the level of the question goes up, so coaching standards also goes up, so on and so forth. A kind of evolutionary arms race between coaching centers and IIT professors. Meanwhile, prices of coaching also increases in parallel, thus creating a huge divide between quality of education and future opportunities of growth available between various demographics. So yeah, that's it for today's video guys. We hope you guys wasted your precious entrance examination preparation time on watching us. Thank you for that. So yeah, bye guys until my next rant. This video is for infotainment purposes only. We do not intend to defame or demoralize any institute or individual. Students who are considering to opt for coaching institute are advised to make their decisions considering personal circumstances rather than the generalized scenarios explained in this video.